So originally I'm from Queens, New York, Southside Jamaica, Queens to be exact. And I initially fell in love with journalism and learning about people's stories. But before figuring out that I wanted to do public health and it's something that I actually would enjoy, after graduation, like I had been interning at NBC for 3 years. I thought I would get a job there, like my life was all figured out. And then after I graduated, I didn't have a job. Like I interviewed for things, but nothing was really lining up. I got so depressed because I felt like I was letting down the world. I was a straight A student, everyone believed in me, they thought that I would go far, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like beating myself up. And I was like, why are you beating yourself up? You're interested in so many different things. And, journalism is one of them, but why are you so stuck on that one dream? Like when you have all these other aspects of your life that you can pursue. And then that's when I started my blog, Don't Die Afraid, because I was like, I can do journalism on my own time, and on my own way. So I created that, and over the past 2 years, it'll be 2 years, March 25th, it has blossomed into just something that was a platform that I was using to inspire others to now growing into something bigger where I have a YouTube channel and I interview people and stuff like that. So I just want to use that platform to inspire people to go after their dreams, even if something doesn't go as you planned it to, as I thought. There's other things out there, and life is just so full of surprises. Baby, 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 baby. So one is actually an interview that I haven't released yet, but it's with my Nana, because my Nana raised me. When I was born, she was 72 years old. So imagine having like a child when you're 72. Like women don't even want to have children after 40. So like being 72 is a big deal. So I wasn't able to really sit down and have a full interview with her, because she was 94 when I started really filming her. But I have different snippets of asking her how life was when she was younger, and just her laughing and playing Uno cards with her, and we have a video where we're trying to touch our toes and she beats me and things like that. So I hope to put that all together really soon, because she's definitely my #1 inspiration, because she's been through so much, like I said, having to raise me, starting at the age of 72, and even when I was born, my grandfather had just had a stroke, so he was paralyzed on one side. So she was taking care of a baby and having to take care, of a grown man who was paralyzed on one side. She also took in 5 foster children when my mom was younger. Both of my parents were around, but they weren't ready to raise an actual child, because both of my parents were substance abusers. So my Nana thought that it would be, she knew that it would be best to raise me. So I love the impact that she's had on the lives of everyone that she's met. So I just want to always live my life, according to the way she lived hers. But of course, every young Black woman would say, I'm in love with Oprah and I'm in love with Michelle Obama. Oprah, I remember doing book reports on her when I was in middle school, and then going to get my broadcast journalism degree. I always had her at the forefront of my mind, about, this is what she did. Now she has her own network. She's just a boss. And then with Michelle Obama, she has so many great initiatives that go hand in hand with my whole public health degree, with getting kids to eat healthy, getting them to move. Now she has a new one about education. So she literally talks about everything that I love. So I would love to collaborate with her one day. We're both in the DMV, it could be possible. Back in, I think it was October, late October, I started a social media movement called #BlackMHM, and it stands for Black Mental Health Makeover, because I feel in our community, and in communities, marginalized communities and communities of color, period, we don't like talking about mental health or depression or anxiety or anything that makes us feel less normal, whatever normal means. And I've been able to start that social media movement. So what I did was I had people post pictures in black and white of themselves, and write a caption about mental health and depression and how they feel about it. And I got like 30 people to participate. Some of the people I didn't even know, which was super cool, because people would tell their friends. And then like I would look at the photos and like people would comment and like congratulate that person on like taking a stand for it. Little did they know like I was behind it all. But it was super cool because, you know, they were introducing that subject to their followers and, you know, to their family and friends. So I thought that was super cool the way they did that and the way that all played out. On my YouTube channel, I'm going to start more video series about like how I've personally dealt with depression, because I've dealt with it because of like my family issues and everything like that when I was younger. And it started when I was in high school, and it was really hard for me to deal with because like my friends didn't know what to do. Like I would tell them that I'm depressed and my friend would be like, okay, well my boyfriend dumped me. And I'm like, but my issues are like a little bit bigger than that. But you know, now as an adult, I realize that we just don't know how to handle them. You know, whether you're 14, whether you're 24, whether you're 44, like we just really don't know how to handle it. And I think it's horrible because we look at it as a burden, or we look at it as like something extra on us. And I know I've talked to people and they're like, well, I'm already Black in America, like I can't have any other strikes against me. And I'm like, I get that wholeheartedly, but at the same time, not addressing the issue is not going to make it better. And that's how we have these more depression rates. This is how we have suicides. This is how we have depression for years, because we're too afraid to address these issues because we don't want to own up to it. So hopefully, you know, through me writing about it and people sharing it with their friends and family, you know, hopefully I can make a little bit of an impact, at least to get people really talking about it and open about their experiences.
Extraterrestrial when start breaking down the system, meaning out of this world, meaning my type of fur. To a degree you absurd, I get out like Lauren's words, I get free like a bird. That was caged like Maya.